This week in San Francisco, we're welcoming 30,000 guests who are here for the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Conference. It's an extraordinary event. It'll be the first time that the leader of China and the current president meet in person. Many other very important meetings will be taking place. And really the purpose of this is not to make treaties, but to multilaterally agree on economic policies among all these nations. It's a tremendously important moment in the history of the world and in San Francisco. I really hope that they do some work on climate change, and I'm sure that they will. But it brings me back to another important moment in San Francisco history, 1945. That was when the United Nations was founded and formed here in San Francisco. So the first United Nations meeting that ever took place here. This design for the United Nations that's in this artwork was adopted in 1948. So it was at that very beginning period of time. And this piece of art is a piece of art that commemorates the founding of the United Nations. It's a really extraordinary thing. It's got tremendous detail. I recommend coming and looking at it more closely when you get the chance. The art was commissioned by Ralph Davies, who is a local businessman here in San Francisco. And what he did was he commissioned Mary Jay, a naval architect, to work with Rodney Winfield, who is the artist who actually did the art. And they came up with this panel. And if you can see, it's in the shape of the United Nations, the Secretariat building in New York City. And then at the very heart of everything, it has the United Nations symbol. But the outermost circle is about the human endeavor. So extraordinary things that human beings have already accomplished. So in this top left panel, you can see it's outer space, that human beings are able to reach out into outer space. The next panel is St. Francis, who loved nature so much, and that's included here. Then there's a picture of the Golden Gate Bridge, which is a symbol of bringing together people and technology also. Down through the edge, you can see biological sciences, you can see farming, you can see the fields, you can see a wedding that's taking place. And then here there's this beautiful jazz band, musicians, and above that, artists. There's a man painting a woman, and that's the outer edge there. The human endeavor is the outer edge, and then the inner edge are expressions of peace and hope for the future. And so there are quotes that are ancient from every different culture, all surrounding the very heart of the United Nations symbol. And so it's, in a way, a kind of tree, a tree of life. It says agape, which is love, peace, and that's the hope of it. And in the very bottom, you can see that the ground that tree of human life comes from is the major religions in the world. So we have many images in the cathedral of different religions, but this one has images of Shintoism, Buddhism, Confucianism, Islam, has Judaism, and each one is a contributor to what the human beings can accomplish. And what I love so much about it is that no matter what our endeavor, no matter what wonderful project that we're working on, it comes out of peace. Because peace is the way that we can work with each other. It's the way that we can support and love and care for each other. It's the basis for all things. So that's the Rodney Winfield Brotherhood of Man sculpture here at Grace Cathedral. I hope you have a chance to come and see it. If you're here at APEC, you're welcome to come visit us also. My name is Malcolm Clemens Young. I'm the Dean of Grace Cathedral here in San Francisco, California. Thanks for watching. More good news.